Now I know what you're thinking. VTR. This is a random film. Even for you. And you are not wrong. What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are reviewing Cry Baby from 1990. Now, before I get into reviewing this movie, I need to tell a little bit of a story. So my sister, years ago, not like probably about a good like maybe 7 years ago, maybe not that long ago, but a while ago, my sister just stumbled across this movie and she fell in love with it. She'd watch it a lot. I'd hear the music and everything, and it would legit annoyed the heck out of me. And I was like, I don't care about this movie, blah 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 blah. I think I tried to sit down and watch it with her one time, but I decided not to, I guess, or either that or I fell asleep or something. And then my friend, she kept saying you should watch it, you should review it, and in my Discord server, which is in the link in the description below, she was like, you need to review Cry Baby, asking me multiple times, review Cry Baby, baby, review it, please, review it, it's so good, and I'm sitting there like, okay, fine. I finally decided tonight to sit down and watch it. Whoops. It's on my computer, sorry. Sorry, just got distracted. But this movie is really something that I normally don't watch. It's a musical, which is something that I am a big fan of. You guys know I love musicals. And so going into this, I had low expectations. But to my pleasantly being surprised is that this movie isn't horrible. It's fun. I was expecting much worse. This is Johnny Depp's first starring role in a film, and maybe the first Johnny Depp film we've reviewed on the channel. Don't quote me on that, but I don't know if I've reviewed anything else with Johnny Depp in it. Don't quote me on that. I could have and just don't remember. But this movie is buttloads of fun. It's one of the... I haven't, watched a movie in so long that has me asking, what the heck? As much as I was asking, what the heck? While I was watching this movie. I'm not lying to you. I asked myself, what the heck? So many times while watching this movie. And I kept I was like, what? What am I watching? What? You can't be... And, okay, let's get into the negatives first. I'll get to the positives in a minute. A lot of the dialogue isn't good. A lot of the dialogue is very poorly delivered. A lot of it is not acted well. Especially from one of the main female. I think her name is Allison. Is her name is the female lead, and even Johnny Depp has some moments that aren't the best in this film. But with that being said, it's still fun. Even though it's just straight up. Even though that it's just straight up a the dialogue didn't sell me a lot of times. A lot of the time the movies, a lot of scenes made me really kind of uncomfortable a little bit. There's just one scene where it cuts to a bunch of people making out and an intense tongue French kissing and everything, and it's really kind of disgusting to watch. And some of the dialogue just seems straight out of an adult film. And it felt really weird. And some of the deliveries were really not the best. But I was laughing through a lot of this. The other stuff was intentionally funny or not intentionally funny. Like, I was laughing at some of the bad moments of this movie. Like, there are some bad moments in this movie, but I'm laughing at them and having fun with them, and I don't think this movie is horrible. I had very, very low expectations going into it. Literally, I watched it with some friends, and I literally looked over at them after I watched it, and I was like, well, that was something. That's literally my initial reaction. Like, this movie is not what you expect. Like, you don't expect to get what you get with this movie. Like, that's just the thing. You don't expect it to be what it is and to go the way it does. And I'm pretty sure this is a jukebox musical. Because I found a lot of like the actual versions of a lot of these songs that came out before. So I don't know if there's any original songs in this, but I'm pretty sure most of them are jukebox musical jukebox numbers. Like, so because I looked up a lot of them and I was like, so it seems like most of these songs, maybe one or two is maybe original, but most of these songs are. I know there's a Broadway musical that got made, which I want to check out the soundtrack to that. Probably do a reaction to the soundtrack like I did for Back to the Future. But this is a interesting music movie, and it's just, there's a lot to take in about it. Like, there's a lot to just take in and just not really sure what I think about what I'm watching, because I'm like sitting there and I'm like, what is going on? And like, it just felt so strange while watching it, like a lot of things just felt strange, but in a good way. Like, I had fun with it, and I think I will give this movie a solid 3 out of 5. I think that's a great place to put it. And it has a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes, which from critics and from audiences, it's got a 77. So critics and audience are pretty much even on this. And I think it's John Waters, I think, is the person that John Waters, John Waters, who's also like did the original Hairspray. So I want to check that out eventually as well. I've seen the musical version and I've seen other things, but that's really all I've got to say for this review. What do you guys think of Crybaby? Do you think it's a good movie? Do you think it's good? I'm very curious. What do you guys think? I'm genuinely actually curious. Like, I want to know what people think about this movie. Because I was expecting a dumpster fire of a film, and I didn't get that, which is always a good thing when you expect a movie to be bad and it turns out not to be bad. So that's something that's always a good thing. And I'm a Johnny Depp fan as well, so going into this, like, at least I know I had that going for it. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, like, all of, like, the singing is, like, basically dubbed over, which I don't understand why they didn't just give people who could sing, if, like, that was the thing, like, the actors couldn't sing. But that's kind of the thing that just didn't resonate. Like, that didn't sit well with me a lot of times. Because, like, a lot of times, like, it is so painfully obvious that these are not the people that are making this musical. Or these are not the people on the stage. Those are not the people singing. It's so obvious, and it's legit jarring to think, like to see all that and be like, oh, okay, so this is how that's going, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, but no. Like, I'm just like sitting there scratching my head, like, it was the most jarring part of the movie, in my opinion. A lot of the singing is, and I'm a musical, and normally I love stuff like that, but like, obviously the musical parts were like probably one of the weakest parts of this movie because it's probably a jukebox musical and things like that. But it's not bad. I still had fun with the musical numbers, and I'm laughing at a bunch of stuff that I maybe shouldn't be laughing at because like it's probably wasn't meant to be funny, but like a lot of it made me laugh. But I had fun with the movie. I'd love to know what you guys think. Sorry, I dragged this review out a little longer than I needed to, but that's all I gotta say for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!